A very good morning to all the students. In this semester, as your semester is going on, and in this BTech second year, I will teach you energy, science and engineering. तो सबसे पहले मैं आपको फंडामेंटल कॉन्सेप्ट बताऊंगा एनर्जी, साइंस, इंजीनियरिंग के होते क्या है, और बेसिकली फंडामेंटल कॉन्सेप्ट बताएंगे तो क्या भी इंट्रोडक्शन है उसका वो बताएंगे, ठीक। तो एनर्जी एक्चुअली में होता क्या है। Now come and focus on this term. Basically, what is the definition of energy? So actually, if we want to define the energy term, then actually you all know that energy exists in the various form, like that mechanical energy, thermal energy, chemical energy, etc. Now, if you want to define the term energy, and energy can be defined as the capacity to perform work. Suppose that uh, this block this block is positioned at this position, and you have to push, and this block is to be reached on this position, that is B. It means if you have to move the block from A to B, then suppose that you are applying force F. See, we are applying force F, but this is not necessary that the object will displace from point A to point B. Okay, suppose that there are the two conditions. First condition, when this block will not move, and second condition, when the block is moving. In both the cases, energy is being applied, but suppose that I am talking for the point 1, when the block is moving, when the block is moving. Okay, when the block is moving, it means block will move up to some distance from point A to point B. Okay, now there will have some amount of velocity, some amount of acceleration. Okay, now energy exists in the motion case, this is very obvious case, while in another case, when the block is not moving, when the block is not moving, it means acceleration may be 0. Okay, but in these cases what will happen, the energy as well as velocity, positions and various parameters exist. Okay, then here if we see that energy exists in the point 1, energy exists in the point 2, but there is no mandatory point to that. In this case, the energy must having some positive values, that is, the work done will be performed in the way that the block moves from A to B, or blocks will not move. Now, if we see the various type of energy, as suppose that the mechanical energy, it means if we talk about the mechanical energy, then mechanical energy says overall the term of force as well as acceleration. Suppose that when the force is applied on the mass of m, then the block will move with certain amount or certain distance. It means if we state for the lines of Newton's second law, then the Newton's second law states the rate of change of linear momentum is known as applied force on any body. Okay, it means in this case, in first case, the rate of change of the rate of change of momentum is not equal to 0. But in this case, there may have some amount of 0 value of acceleration. That's why F becomes 0. Okay. Now energy may have various types of parameters. That is the energy depends on what? Actually, what is the definition of energy? Already discussed that the energy may be defined as the capacity to perform any type of work. Okay, and there may have the following type of energy. First one may be mechanical energy. Mechanical energy. Okay, here I wrote the mechanical energy. Already we discussed the definition of energy, while uh, already you know this term because your branch is mechanical. And if the energy came in existence with the means of mechanical forces, then that type of energy is known as mechanical energy. And there may have the various type of mechanical energy. Mainly, first one is kinetic energy. Kinetic energy, and another one is potential energy. Potential energy. Okay. Now, if we see the first point for the energy in the term of kinetic, then the kinetic energy may be defined as energy which exists in any body during the state of motion. If the any body is moving with the velocity v, then which type of energy will be there? Then there will be kinetic energy. Suppose that m mass of body is moving with v velocity. M mass of body is moving with v velocity. Now here I am deleting some content because we have to tell you about the formula for the mechanical energies, part 1 kinetic energy. Okay. Uh, Suppose that the m mass of body is moving with v velocity, then here a formula can be formulated as kinetic energy equals to half mv square, and this is the formula of kinetic energy. And suppose that another form of energy if takes place, suppose that we talk about the potential energy, then obviously the value of kinetic energy will decrease, because we know that the energy can't be created nor can be destroyed. It can be converted from one form to another form. This is clear. And we know that the summation of mechanical energy, the summation of mechanical energy equals to kinetic energy plus potential energy. It means when the value of kinetic energy decreases, then some value of potential energy increases. When the potential energy having some value lower than kinetic energy, then kinetic energy decreases, increases. Both will manage to find this result. It means mechanical energy will be constant, and where the variation takes place in the form of kinetic energy and in the form of potential energy. Okay. Now see, because this is the first lecture, so I will take more time to complete the topic related to the basic concept of energy. Suppose that a block is located at a small h height, and this is the ground. At h height, if we ask you what is the value of potential energy at this point, then I think if you assume the mass of this body is m, and already you know that the acceleration due to gravity is acting continuously in downward direction. So what will the value of weight of this body? Mg. Okay, in the form of weight, the force is acting in downward direction. Okay, and what the Newton's second law says, or the work done definition says, the work done definition says the work done is the scalar product of force vector as well as displacement vector. Here, if you talk about the force, then here a force is acting in downward direction, that is the weight of the body, and here the weight of the body is mg. And what is the value of displacement? Because this block is located at a small h height, so displacement will be h, and here you will get the formula for the potential energy, that is mgh. Mgh is the formula for the potential energy. This is the very basic formula, and already in very earlier classes you have covered this topic. Now already we told you the formula about the kinetic energy. The kinetic energy is equal to half mv square, and if we add these energy, then we get mechanical energy. Mechanical energy is equal to mgs plus half mv square. It means mechanical energy will be conserved in all the cases. Whatever this value decreases or this value increases, doesn't matter. Although the summation value will be constant. Okay. Now I want to state the very basic laws, that is the Newton's second law. What is the Newton's second law? Actually, what do you know? There may have the some types of motion. If we talk about the linear motion, then there may have the some motions. First one is linear motion. Linear motion. Another one is rotational motion. Rotational motion. Here we talk about the linear motion. लीनियर मोशन का इंटीग्रेटेड टर्म होता है एक आपका ट्रांसलेशनल मोशन. Now, because here we have to establish the unit for the energy. Already we know that from the Newton's second law, Newton's second law says the rate of change of linear momentum. What I am telling, rate of change of linear momentum. It means, suppose that this is a body which having some mass small m and having some velocity, and we will when we will multiply these two terms, then we get linear momentum. And suppose that this is the position A, and when its position will get changed from A to B, then there will have change in velocity. It means F is equal to m into v initial minus v final. with respect to time t. Okay. Here we get the formula for F is equal to ma, and if we talk about the MKS unit of force, then its unit will be kilogram meter per second square, and further it may be termed as Newton. Okay. Here the formula for the F or the force has been established. Further, we want to establish the formula for the energy as well as the unit for the energy. Already we have discussed that the energy may be defined as the capacity to perform any work. We know that work done is the product, dot product of force as well as displacement vector. The unit of force is Newton and displacement having unit meter. Here we can say the unit of work done is Newton meter. Because we have to see the capacity to perform work, we have to see this value with respect to time t. If we divided work done by time t, and this gives joule per second. This is the this may be the unit of power. And finally, if we convert Newton meter, then this may be termed as joule. That's why the unit of energy is joule or Newton meter. Now, if we talk about one particular type of energy, as uh, at your home, electricity consumed by all of us, and if we formulate a formula for the energy consumption, then energy consumption for domestic purpose may be formulated as kilowatt hour or kilowatt upon hour. With the help of this formula, you can calculate the energy consumed in the form of electricity at your home. Now, further, if we talk about the some more type of energy, and we can talk about the electromagnetic energy, chemical energy, thermal energy. Basically, electromagnetic energy uh, is most used in the case of storage devices. Electromagnetic, it means with the help of magnetic forces, electric and magnetic forces, we can conserve some amount of energy, and this energy can be further used. Okay, so thank you for the first lecture.